first postseason game in more than 20 years today. David Price and company take on the Texas Rangers at the Skydome. FIFA President Sepp Blatter and Vice President Michel Platini have been suspended for 90 days by an ethics committee over corruption allegations. Svetlana Alexievich wins the Nobel Prize for Literature. Her writing is being described as a monument to suffering and courage in our time. Hi, and welcome to Humber News. I'm Morgan Gallagher, coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Blue Jays fans have been waiting for this day for 22 long years. The Jays end their playoff drought this afternoon as they square off against the Texas Rangers, and fans are going nuts. The Rogers Center will be packed and ready to explode as Jays ace David Price takes the mound. Toronto Mayor John Tory has arranged a broadcast at Nathan Phillips Square for fans who weren't lucky enough to score tickets to the game. First pitch is set for 3:37. Here at Humber, students are also feeling the fever. Alex Drobin hits the halls to see what excuses students are using to cut classes this afternoon.
It's Blue Jays fever in Toronto. The team is ending a 22-year playoff drought facing the Texas Rangers this afternoon. Now, the Jays have not fared well against Texas this season, but fans are expecting a dominant performance.
They're going to do well round one. They have 2 lose.
I'm actually predicting in 4 games at least, maybe a sweep.
Really, I think that the Texas Rangers don't really stand a chance, actually.
Fans think that a variety of Jays will contribute to the team's postseason success.
Definitely Tulowitzki.
You need to go away from David Price. This guy's just a monster. So.
Of course, David Price. He's been phenomenal.
Plans to watch the game vary between fans.
I have season tickets behind first base, row 13.
I'm actually on air today at 96.9 Radio Humber if you guys want to check me out, but I'll be streaming it in there, so hopefully I can give live updates as it.
Hopefully I'll be home in time to watch the Blue Jays game. I'm not sure if I will be, but my number one priority is to get home in time to watch it.
Clearly, the Jays' fan expectations are ridiculously high, and the Rogers Center crowd should be absolutely insane. Alex Drobin, Humber News.
Overseas now, FIFA executives at the highest levels are in hot water again. The president and the European soccer chief have been suspended for 90 days. Sepp Blatter, Michel Platini, and Jerome Valcke have been suspended as FIFA faces criminal investigations in Switzerland and the U.S. Valcke was recently suspended after allegations he was involved in a scheme to sell 2014 World Cup tickets at a marked up price. Meanwhile, former FIFA Vice President Chung Mong-jun has also been banned for 6 years and fined more than $100,000. A Belarusian writer has received the highest recognition for excellence in literature. The scene in Stockholm this morning was again one of celebration. Svetlana Alexievich won the Nobel Prize in Literature for her work recounting the tragedies of the Soviet Union. Here's the official announcement.
Svetlana Alexievich.
The Swedish Academy says the author's work is a monument to suffering and courage in our time. The Nobel Peace Prize is expected to be announced tomorrow. U.S. President Barack Obama has apologized to Doctors Without Borders for the U.S. airstrike in Kunduz over the weekend. A White House representative says Obama apologized to MSF International President Dr. Joanne Liu for the airstrike that hit one of their hospitals.
The president assured Dr. Liu that the Department of Defense investigation currently underway would provide a transparent, thorough, and objective accounting of the facts.
The attack killed 22 people, 10 patients and 12 hospital staff. Another 37 were wounded in the bombing. U.S. General John F. Campbell has admitted to a Senate committee that the attack was a mistake. Back at home, 12 people across the GTA are facing 46 charges in connection with an international drug and weapon import ring. Ontario Provincial Police released details in a news conference this morning. The OPP say illegal drugs, mostly cocaine, were being smuggled into Ontario from the U.S. and Caribbean. Police seized 123 kilograms of cocaine, 22 firearms, and nearly 150,000 Canadian dollars during their year-long investigation, dubbed Project Manto.
We're proud of the fact that we've taken that amount of drugs and the individuals that bring that amount of drugs into our province, into our country, off their game and out of the system.
Police are still seeking a 13th suspect from Guyana. A 46-year-old woman has been killed after she was struck by a car this morning in Mississauga. Police say the woman was pinned underneath a vehicle near the intersection of Lakeshore Road East and Seneca Road. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police initially said the vehicle that hit the woman was a garbage truck. However, the driver of that truck was just a witness. With 11 days to go until the federal election, the NDP is making one final push to bring an orange wave to Toronto. Alex Martino has the story.
NDP leader Tom Mulcair was greeted with a hearty welcome in downtown Toronto today. Mulcair held a rally in the Toronto Centre riding to keep up support in the downtown core.
No to Stephen Harper and Bill C-51.
His message, the NDP's policies, including the Trans-Pacific Partnership and Bill C-51. The NDP are trying their best to make themselves a presence in normally liberal areas of Toronto.
Real change in Ottawa with the NDP, or 4 more years of Stephen Harper, or more of the same with Justin Trudeau. There's a real choice in this campaign. It's the NDP.
And in the true politician fashion, Mulcair made time for some autographs and photo ops. Another day, another step in the campaign trail. Tom Mulcair and the NDPs will need all the energy they can muster in these final days leading up to the election. Toronto decides October 19th. Alex Martino, Humber News.
Students in Ontario finally have access to a wider world of learning. Starting today, students can take online courses from any college or university in Ontario as long as they're registered as post-secondary students in the province.
eCampusOntario.ca will give students better access to a wider range of high-quality post-secondary courses than ever before.
The website hosted by eCampus Ontario gives post-secondary students access to 13,000 online courses from all 45 colleges and universities. Students can take any of these classes and transfer the credits to their home institution. The scandal involving the international automaker Volkswagen has reached Ontario. The province is launching its own investigation into falsified emissions tests. The Ministry of the Environment says it will investigate whether Volkswagen violated the Environmental Protection Act, which prohibits the sale of cars that didn't pass Ontario's emission standards. The government estimates that 35,000 affected cars were sold in the province. Dramatic new video today shows the extent of the forest fires burning in Indonesia. Greenpeace drones captured the images in late September. The fires are caused by companies that burn land for palm oil and pulpwood plantations. Indonesia's president is asking for aid from several nearby countries. Indonesia's government says over 100,000 people are suffering from respiratory disease. Its National Disaster Agency says it's hoping rain will help douse the fires by early November. When we come back, we'll tell you what's happening in the world of sports, and Christina McAllister will have your 3-day forecast.
It's a beautiful day for a ball game. The sun is out and the skies are clear. I'll have your full weather report after the break.
But first, if you thought traffic was bad on the Gardiner, wait till you see what's happening on the other side of the world. Thousands of vehicles were bumper to bumper in a huge traffic jam at a toll booth on the outskirts of Beijing. Travelers were returning home from China's week-long national holiday. The nightmare was caused by a new highway checkpoint, which reduced the number of lanes from 50 to 20. Makes the 401 look like a country road.